Have you ever dreamt about building your own guitar but just weren't sure how to go about it? If so, then let me show you a practical and affordable way to do just that. In this video, I'm going to show you a do-it-yourself guitar kit from Solo Music Gear that sells for around 200 Canadian dollars that plays and sounds great. The only tools you'll need to put this kit together are a soldering iron and a few screwdrivers. Check it out. That was the TCK15 Telecaster style do-it-yourself guitar kit from Solo Music Gear. In this video, I give you my top 5 reasons why a guitar kit from Solo Music Gear just might be the answer to your guitar building dreams. Coming up. Hey guys, Lucas here with Blues You Can Use, sharing many years of guitar playing experience, helping you to learn more about the instrument, how to play it, and the gear needed to do so. On this channel, I do gear reviews, tutorials, lessons, and much more. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your continued support. So what you just heard was this TCK15 do-it-yourself guitar kit from the gang at Solo Music Gear. I recorded the track using a Shure microphone, miking my Peavey Bandit straight into GarageBand. There were no effects or edits in GarageBand whatsoever. I wanted to create a short musical example with the guitar so that you could evaluate it in a musical setting. The point of the demo was to decide if I could actually get good Telecaster style tones from this guitar kit. I used all 3 pickup selections during the demo and I was pleasantly surprised with the results. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. So let's dive right into this kit. This unfinished guitar kit comes with everything that you need to build your own Telecaster style guitar. You'll need some basic tools, screwdrivers, soldering iron, but that's about it. There are step-by-step instructions to build the guitar, and all the challenging woodwork, drilling, and shaping is already pre-done from the factory, as well as a fret level and dressing. Included in the kit is the Alder body with a poly sealant, an unfinished maple neck with a maple fingerboard. You're going to notice that I have rosewood. I wanted a rosewood neck on my guitar, so I simply ordered another neck. The price was $69.99, so for that kind of a value, I thought, why not? So just be aware that if you order this kit, it will come with a maple fingerboard. We get the machine heads, string trees, actually strings as well, strap buttons, the pick guard assembly, neck plate, control plate, the jack plate, cord, a hex key for adjusting the truss rod, as well as an Allen key for raising and lowering the saddles as well. So literally mounting screws, everything is all included in the kit. If we take a look at the specifications, the guitar includes a 3-ply black pick guard. The body thickness is 1 and 11/16 inches, and the wood is alder. That's really important. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Of course, it's a Telecaster style guitar. Would come with a maple fingerboard, as I mentioned earlier, and obviously as a bolt-on neck is what you would expect from a Telecaster as well. We have 22 frets and a 25.5-inch scale length, 1 5/8 inch width at the nut. The fingerboard radius is 12. I really like that. There's something that's a little bit different about this guitar compared to a standard Fender. Typically Fenders are usually these days a 9.5 inch radius. So a 12-inch radius is a little bit flatter. So what you would find on a Gibson. Makes it really easy to get your action nice and low, and actually does make the guitar quite playable. It's a little bit more of a modern feel. The contour on the back of the neck would be described as a C shape, so it's really quite a comfortable, maybe a little bit on the chunky side, but certainly you could sand that and profile that to any shape that you want. Hardware is chrome. We have obviously a 3-way toggle switch, 1 volume and 1 tone, as you would expect on a Telecaster, and 2 single coil pickups. If you'd like to see some pictures of the build process and assembly process of this guitar, I will post a link to my blog. And in my blog, I took several photographs of the build as I was putting it together, so you can look at the photographs and kind of see what it was like to do. I would say total build time for this guitar was somewhere around 4 hours for me. Although keep in mind that with the rosewood fingerboard, this particular neck did not come pre-drilled. So that's an important factor, because you do need to make sure that you pre-drill these. If you try and screw this thing directly to the body, you're going to split this neck for sure. So I had to drill these holes here. I had to drill the alignment screw holes for the machine heads on the back, as well as the string trees. So that added a little bit of time to my assembly, but I would say overall about 4 hours to assemble the guitar and do a complete setup on it as well. Now that we've got all the technical stuff out of the way, let's take a few minutes and talk about why this guitar represents such great value. Reason number 1 for me is tone wood. This body is Alder, and for me that was a big deal. As soon as I saw that Solo Music Gear had one of these kits available with an Alder body, I jumped on it. Fender has been making guitars using Alder as its body wood since 1956. Very common in Fender Stratocasters and Telecasters. So for me, that was a really big deal. The other reason why I like Alder is it is really easy to finish. Should you decide to sand this poly resin off and stain the guitar or paint the guitar, it's a nice, easy process with Alder, because the grain is very tight and the pores are closed. It's completely the opposite of ash, which is what my Stratocaster is. That body, when I finished that, I had to do grain filler, and it was a lot of work to fill that. So I like Alder for that reason. I love the tone of Alder, and I love the weight. Alder is very lightweight. This guitar is actually the lightest guitar in my collection. I haven't weighed it, but I'm estimating somewhere around 6 or 7 pounds. If you want classic Tele tones, you really can't beat Alder or ash, so that made me quite happy when I saw that. Reason number 2 is the neck. This neck features a C contour with medium jumbo frets and a 12-inch radius. I've actually posted another video on my channel to help you understand why these neck specifications, the impact that those have on the playability of the guitar. So if you're not familiar with all this stuff, check out that link. I'll post it here in the cards. What I like about a 12-inch radius is it allows me to get my action nice and low, and then when I'm bending up on these notes, I'm not choking out against the fingerboard. So typically Fenders these days are usually a 9.5-inch radius, although they do have some guitars with a 12-inch radius, and the vintage stuff like my Strat back there in the corner is 7.25-inch radius. So I really like that. One thing though that I will recommend is that you replace the stock nut. This is a Tusk nut that I put onto the guitar myself. The reason I did this is because the nut that the guitar ships with is plastic, and it's actually cut pretty high, so your strings are going to sit really high off the fingerboard in this area. So definitely replace the nut. Once you do that, you should have a guitar that plays really well. Reason number 3 is the tuners. These are actually pretty decent. These are a Shaler style tuner. The machine gear ratio feels really nice, and there's no slack in the machine heads at all. And once you tune the guitar up and you stretch out your strings and break them in, the guitar maintains its tuning stability really well. Reason number 4 was ease of assembly. Everything is really accurately pre-drilled, everything lines up really nicely, and it makes the guitar a snap to put together. I would say that it took me approximately 4 hours to build this guitar, and that makes the process a lot of fun. Reason number 5, it plays great and it sounds great. It sounds like a Tele. You heard it in the demonstration yourself. Definitely very easy to get really good tones out of this guitar, and it's a lot of fun to play. And as a bonus reason, I have to mention the price of this kit. At the time I purchased this, I paid 219 Canadian dollars for this complete kit. To think that I could get all of the classic ingredients of a Telecaster, an Alder body with a maple neck, and or maple or rosewood fingerboard for under 200 bucks just blows my mind. It really is a great value. This brings me to my question of the day. Have you ever wanted to build your own guitar? If so, after watching this video, what are you waiting for? Leave your answers in the comments section below. I've also put a link in the description to Solo Music Gear's website where you can go and check out not only this kit, but the other Fender, Gibson, PRS, and other styles of do-it-yourself guitar kits that they have available from Solo Music Gear. You can buy these kits online on their website at solomusicgear.com, or you can actually go and visit their store in Mississauga, Ontario. Go in, chat with Kevin or Christian, and if you're not sure what you're looking for, those guys will definitely help you find what you need. I'd like to also give a shout out to Brad Angove. He has a YouTube channel where he does custom painting projects, and he's finished a whole bunch of these guitars, and he's done some really amazing work. So definitely go and check out Brad's channel if you're looking for some inspiration and some ideas on how to finish one of these guitar kits. In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.